They say success belongs to the strong, the talented, or the lucky. But sometimes, the greatest lessons about success don't come from humans. They come from the smallest creatures around us, like the ant. Have you ever stopped to watch an ant? It's so small you could step on it without noticing. It doesn't roar like a lion or fly like an eagle. Yet, this tiny creature has mastered something most humans struggle with. The power of consistency. Now, let me tell you a story that will change how you see success forever. Once upon a time, there lived a large colony of ants who worked from sunrise to sunset. Every morning, before the first rays of light touched the earth, they woke up and began their journey. Each ant carried something small, a grain, a seed, a crumb of food. They moved in long, perfect lines, each one focused, each one determined. From a distance, they looked ordinary, just tiny creatures marching endlessly. But in reality, every step, every effort, every little thing they carried was part of something bigger. Not far from their home lived a grasshopper. He was tall, green, and carefree. While the ants worked hard under the hot sun, the grasshopper sang and danced in the tall grass. "Hey, little ants," he shouted one afternoon. "Why work so hard? Look around you, there's food everywhere. Enjoy life. Let tomorrow take care of itself." But the ants didn't stop. One of them looked up and said softly, "We're preparing for the days to come." The grasshopper laughed loudly. "The days to come? That's too far away. Life is short, live it now." And he hopped away, humming his song, leaving the ants to their endless work. Days passed. The grasshopper sang, played, and rested in the shade, while the ants continued their steady march. Every day, their home grew stronger, their storage fuller. They didn't need to hurry. They just worked, little by little, every single day. Then one morning, the sky began to change. Dark clouds covered the sun. The warm breeze turned cold. The ants felt the first drops of rain, and quickly returned to their nest. But the grasshopper didn't notice. He was too busy playing his flute and dancing in the open field. Within hours, the sky turned black. Heavy rain poured down. The grasshopper ran for cover, but every leaf and branch was soaked. His flute fell into the mud. His songs were gone. The field that once fed him was now flooded and empty. He was cold, hungry, and alone. He had no food, no home, and no plan. Meanwhile, deep underground, the ants were safe and warm. Their storerooms were full. All the little pieces of food they carried day after day had turned into a mountain of abundance. While the storm raged above, they rested in peace. They had worked when life was easy, now they were prepared when life became hard. When the storm finally ended, the grasshopper dragged himself to the ants' nest. Weak and shivering, he said, "Please, my friends. I have nothing left. I laughed at you, but now I see you were right." The ants looked at him kindly and shared their food. One of them said, "We only did what we do best, a little every day." The grasshopper bowed his head in silence. He realized that the ants' strength didn't come from their size, it came from their consistency. While he had lived for the moment, they had invested in their future. While he had wasted time, they had multiplied their effort. And that's how the ants survived, not through luck, but through discipline. Now, this isn't just a story about insects. It's a story about us. Most people want instant results. They want to succeed quickly, without struggle or patience. But life doesn't reward speed, it rewards consistency. When you do a little every day, save a little, learn a little, improve a little, you build something massive over time. That's the ant investment strategy, small, consistent effort that multiplies with time. Think of it this way. If you save $1 each day, it doesn't seem like much. But after a year, you have something. After 5 years, you have more. After 10 years, you have a foundation. That's how wealth grows, one small decision at a time. The same rule applies to dreams, to skills, to life itself. A writer who writes 1 page a day will one day have a book. A student who studies 1 hour a day will one day become an expert. A person who takes small steps every day will one day achieve what others thought was impossible. The ant doesn't rush. It doesn't complain. It just keeps moving. And that's exactly what you should do. Don't wait for the perfect moment, start with what you have. Don't wait for the right conditions, act now. Because time multiplies everything you do, both your efforts and your laziness. If you plant effort every day, you'll reap success. But if you plant excuses every day, you'll reap regret. So, be like the ant. Stay patient. Stay consistent. Keep doing those small things that push you forward. One day, all your little efforts will grow into something incredible, something others will call success, but you'll know it was built by your quiet persistence. And when the storms of life come, and they will, you'll stand strong. Because like the ants, you prepared when no one was watching. That's the secret of the ant investment strategy. Success doesn't come overnight, it grows one tiny step at a time. So today, take that step. Carry your seed. Do something small, but do it faithfully. Because greatness doesn't happen in one giant leap. It's built slowly, quietly, patiently, one small effort at a time. And one day, when you look back at how far you've come, you'll realize that those tiny actions created your massive results. If this story inspired you, subscribe for more motivational stories like this. Because just like the ants, every small story, every little lesson, and every daily effort you make today is building the future you dream of tomorrow.